Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's DJ. Welcome to New Mods for Farming Simulator 22. Today, we got a normal mod day. I'm happy to say it out loud. For total mods, we got 22 of them. All platforms got 14 new and 7 updates. And PC and Mac players got 1 new. We'll load up each mod in the store. We'll look at its customization and features. And of course, we will review every single mod that got updated today. Timestamps are linked below. Let's jump right in. Starting off today with a new mod that I'm so excited to tell you guys is here. The Claas Lexion 600-700 series from 2012 through 2020 US versions. Players on all platforms now, consoles, Xbox, PlayStation, PC. You now have an orange, yellow, I don't even know what color this is. It's an American Claas Lexion. That's what it is. Yes. So we have 6 different versions, basically customization options, more or less, and all of the features and stuff that are with the U series of this are now part of the American series. Plus, we got some little extra goodies in here for you guys, like these little wind things on the very back that are above the taillights. They tell you what the wind is doing. You could just look in your rearview mirror and see which way it's blowing. I didn't even know those were a thing. Sid had to tell me about those. Also, thanks for sending these over to do an early look, dude. These are absolutely incredible. So with the 6 versions, we have engine options from 305 all the way up to like 598 horsepower in all of them. They all have variable transmissions. They've all got 800 liters of fuel. They all go 18 mile per hour. And most all of them see the 600s, and the first 700 will hold between 12,500 and 20,000. And the 2 largest 700s will go from 13,500 all the way up to 21,000 liters. Now, for customization, I'm going to show you the biggest one because it's got the most customization. Some of these options are not apparent on the other ones, but this has all of them. So, sorry, I'm really way too excited. So we have the standard Claas tank, which is a folding tank. Then we have the tip-up Harvest Master Wyndham tank. So you guys could go with that if you wish. 21,000 liters there. Engine setup. So we have the 730, which is 349, then 366, 415, 449, 503, and 598 horsepower. Wheel brands bring us Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Stein, and back in again. Now, in these, some of these will have big wheels, some of these will have big tracks, and some of these will have a little bit of everything. So with Trelleborg, we have a crawler track, we have a wider option, we have a crawler track number 2, and a crawler track number 3 and 4, and then back to standard. When we go to Michelin, however, we have standard 2-wheel, wide tires, wider tires, we have row crops, then we have all of those track options there as well. Going into Continental, same thing, but we only have 1-wheel option, but all of the track options. Midas brings us chunky boys, and so those are the only super singles. And then we've also got some big duals in there as well as all of the crawler tracks. We've also got, well, more in BKT, similar story about this time, and back in again. So if you guys are wanting duals, I would definitely say jump into Michelin and grab the 2-wheel drive row crops. These are probably going to be the ones a lot of people use, but that's just my assumption. Chopper tailboard's about running out of air over here. We've got standard and we've got an extended version. That extended version looks absolutely incredible. Protection, this is also around the backside as well. This is just going to give you a little place, so if your name is Trucker Matsy or 4B Gaming, when you back into stuff, you won't damage too much. Numbers include, from one that was so shady, from 1 to 9. CB radio on the inside that does move around, as well as a lot of other pieces around here move as well. We have GPS, which can be thrown on the roof. We can throw it on the tank, and we've got a foldable version right there on the right-hand side. Piping, we've got 7.3, 7.9, 8.8, 9.8, foldable. This will handle 18-meter headers as well, so yeet. We also have colors of glass here as well. Now, I'm going to talk about this later in the video too, but when I first showed these off, I did blue and white. However, the black, all of this is black. I couldn't see it, so I didn't know it was there. Well, it's there. And then you got your license plate. Again, these don't come with headers. I did recommend a few headers in my first look video of this. Definitely go check that out if you haven't seen it already. It shows you everything you need to know about this combine in detail. But I think we've been here long enough. We got a lot more mods to talk about today. So let's move on. For example, we have our first John Deere ATV on the mod hub, the John Deere Buck 500 ATV from 2005. This is 51 horsepower. We got a manual transmission in here, 22 liters of fuel, 62 mile per hour max speed, and it weighs 1.2 tons if it matters to you. Wheel options include a standard ATV setup. We have the John Deere XUV wheels and back end, so only the two options there. Main colors, well, we have green, darker green, green, and forest green if you guys want to take this into the trails and have some fun. And then we've got yellow and black wheels. Nothing crazy, pretty standard overall with this, nothing wild. But how cool is it that we finally got a John Deere ATV on all platforms? That's pretty cool. Oh, and we got a trailer hitch on the back. Sweet. That's not the only John Deere mod we've got today, because JHHG Modding has dropped his John Deere 612FC, 712FC corn heads. Now, both of these basically have identical specs. Overall, one's a little bit more expensive than the other. Also, the 6 is from 2016 and the 7 is from 2020. But otherwise, 2.7 tons, 9.1 meter working width at 7 miles per hour. You can see customization options are almost identical as well. We've got stock stompers on here. No. We also have the lenses 612 R2. And then you've got, we'll kind of bump them out from there. If you're going to get them, you're probably going to get this version, though. So there you go. Chopping knives. We have the stock master versions on there. Lights. We've got back working lights or nada. So I guess those are just around the backside. Attacher types. So we have stand sport. And no, that's become very popular recently. The main color on here, black. Now, it's okay. It's the tips on there. That makes sense. And then we've got a design color, which I'm going to guess is something else that I don't quite know. Lights, attachments, stand. What is this changing the colors? It's changing up that. Well, there you go. These are pretty cool. I know a lot of people have been asking for big folding John Deere corn heads. Well, they're here. Next up, we've got a liquid tank for you guys. This is the Lizard 9509A, which holds 41,420 liters. Nice. It'll hold all of your standard liquid crops down here. So we've got water, we have slurry, digestate, liquid fertilizer, and herbicide. Will brands bring us from Michelin to Continental and back again? And you got a license plate. Hooks up via semi-truck, and really, that's about it. There are no hitches on the back, so you're not going to be able to hook a couple of these together, unfortunately. Next up, we got a new tipper for you. This is the Maitre BMM85. This will hold 9,000 liters of your standard bulk crops. However, we could bump that up to 11,700 or even 14,400 if you're feeling frisky. Wheel options bring us from BKT to Continental and back in between those. Now, we can change up a few things. I love this setup because this looks like some old trailer tires or something like that, so let's stick those on there. Attacher position. So we've got high, middle, and lower. So depending on what your tractor setup is, you may want to go with that. This does not adjust in the game, so you will have to adjust it here. The good thing is, you can adjust it, and it's all free. Then we have the main colors. So we have orange, we have yellow with kind of your normal setup, and then we have red, which is going to be a popular one, I'm sure. That is very bright. Next up is the Kverneland silage fork right here. 1,700 liters of silage can be held on through here, but it is forage crops in general. So manure, silage, chaff, straw, grass, and hay. It'll do it all. So this is actually pretty handy to have around a cattle farm as well. Hooks up, says without spikes or with spikes there on the side. Attachment, front loader or 3-point. It is pretty small as well, and it is meant perfectly for some older classic machinery. Main color, you basically have like a newer red or a brighter red, and we even have that green, that teal green on the front. So if you want this to look truly Kverneland, well, it can. Love this. This might be one of the coolest looking weights I've ever seen. The Lizard 800. It weighs 800 kilograms, hooks up via 3-point, and there ain't much you can do about any of that, but you can change the color up, which we will do right now. So main color here, we've got green, green number 2, red number 2, blue, and blue number 2. So those are going to be there. And then we have the same colors for the tank itself, but we also have like a galvanized steel and some silverish. Actually, that's more galvanized steel. That's more just chromish. So there you go. That is your homemade weight. So your next mod, we're going to move into placeables now. The Siloking Staticline. This is neat because it is a placeable production, but it is a Siloking Silo. So it's made for doing TMR. So as you can see right here, we've got silage, hay, and straw in, 50,000 liters each in. It's got a pretty basic level there. You're not losing anything. 240 cycles per month. That's pretty darn good. So 2,000 times 240, that's what you're getting every day in game. That's ridiculous. This is cool, dude. Yeah, 200,000 liter capacity. So if a normal standard bit is not working for you, use this. So we have a version with or without the silo. So I guess this is the 200,000. This is the 40,000. But nonetheless, I mean, these are cool. Jump into productions. It's in your factories, and you're going to find them right down here on the very end. Pricing's pretty good as well, 50,000 and 80,000 as well there. I do want to compare that to stuff that we would see in the game. So, for example, if we jump down to Siloking in here, we should see it momentarily. So, if we got just a normal one here, I mean, you're talking $120,000 for a self-propelled one, and that only does 13,000 liters, then 22 and 18 for these. For a similar price, you can get a whole lot more, and it's a production chain. That's pretty cool. Oh, wait, hang on. Because it's a production chain, I can upgrade it. All right. I gotta see what happens here when I try to upgrade. Do I want to upgrade? Yeah. Do I want to upgrade some more? You darn right. It keeps going back and forth between... Oh, I'm upgrading both of them. Well, you know what? I'm just going to upgrade both of them until something happens. All the way to level 10. Yep, it's already at the max. So these are pretty darn epic. Oh, here we go. So the smallest, or the largest one rather, will go up to 500,000 with upgradable factories and 100,000 with the smaller one. So, I mean, it's doable. That's pretty sweet. Your next new mod for all platforms could get a little bit confusing, but don't let it. This is the Farmhouse-Neversfelder. This is a horse barn at the end of the day. So we come through here, we can open up both of our doors through there. Nice big open area here. Opens up into the main house area itself, which is pretty darn cool. Of course, we can't go in there, can't go up there. Would be kind of sweet to be able to do that, but unfortunately cannot. And then we've got this area, which I believe is the stove, but it almost looks like 3 speakers to me. I'm a DJ, so leave me alone. We've got all these areas, but it opens up into a big pasture. Now, this says that it's in farmhouses. It's not. It also says that it's a cattle and horse pasture. It's just not. It's a horse pasture. That's it. 14,000 liters. Still not bad. Or 14,000 liters. 14 horses. Still not bad. Don't get me wrong. Still not bad there. But unfortunately, I can't even find the house trigger as well. You can see it's just horse stable, but I'm not finding a sleep trigger here either, which is unfortunate. And I actually can't get out the front door. There we go. Only backwards, I guess it is. Still very cool. So if you guys are looking for a very unique horse pasture, this is the one. Next up, we have the Slurry and Manure pack. Missy B Modding is back, and she has dropped 5 mods today. Well, a pack with 5 mods in it anyway. So we have the wall left, the wall right, and then we also have the wall with the left and the right. It's just a regular bunker. And then we also have the tanks over here as well. We've got a small one and a larger one. Let's pull up everything in the store so you guys can see it. So jump into silos, and this is going to where you find everything. So while on the right, which is first, this holds 2 million liters of manure. While on the left, same thing here, 2 million liters. Goodness gracious. And then in here, 4 million, which I find interesting because it's just there without a side. Nonetheless, we've also got a 1 million liter liquid manure tank and a 500,000 liquid manure tank. So if you guys are doing cattle, something like that, these may be something a little bit different and may be perfect. There may be a position where you're in right now where you need like an L-shaped manure pit and you just don't have one. Then you got one on the left or the right. Sweet. Next up in the placeables, we have the large chicken barn, or chicken barn large as it is in the mod hub. This will allow you to have 360 head of chicken, or however you say it. You've got a great place over here. You actually have to come into the area, and this is where your eggs are going to spawn. So Be aware of that. We got a great light switch right through there. And that's about it. Yeah. Really not a whole lot more to it. I may have some stuff spalled outside as well, but I highly doubt it. Very cool little setup. I love that you actually have to come in here to go get the eggs, because that's, well, what you got to do in real life. Go ahead and close that up so none of the invisible chickens get out. Oh, man. Did they get out? Your next one is the border stone set. So you can see right through here, we've got different setups of border stones. We have one with a gutter that's 6 meters, another one with a gutter that is 6 meters. We also have a 4 meter setup, and then nothing. And then those are either split up in the middle or just a regular thing. The neat thing about this is that they are fences, more or less. So you can set these up however you want, and you're Gucci. You know what I mean? This is actually pretty cool. I don't know if we'll be able to get it back over here. Nah, I can't get it to snap. But as you can see, I mean, they're the borders. The borders. You've seen these probably on base game maps, but they're built into the ground, and when you try and paint over, you just can't get rid of them. Well, now you can put them down, and you can get rid of them, because we just go into demolish and just run the mouse over them, or run your cursor over them, just like they're a fence, because they technically are. How cool is that? Your next to last new mod for all platforms today is the old log storage from BK Mods. This is a handmade log storage for your logs. You can place it and put your logs in there. Yep. Good place to stack them. Plus, as you can see, it is angled backwards ever so slightly, so it's nothing crazy, but it's just enough to keep everything in check without rolling out the front. This is pretty cool, and I imagine there's going to be a couple of you guys watching right now going, that's what I've been waiting on. It's here, baby. Go get it. And lastly, today we have the Bunkersilo Set. This comes with 3 different bunker silos. Man, those cones did not want to go anywhere, did they? Oh, can I pick them up? Yes, I can. Sweet. Oh, those come with the mod. That's awesome. So we've got a more medium style bunker silo with gravel on the side. We've got a more medium style with like grass that's grown up. This is nice because you can put it in the middle of like a grass field or something, build a path out to it, and it looks like it's been cut into the area, which is pretty sweet. And then we've got a larger version here, which has got the gravel around it. There is unfortunately not a large version with the grass around it. I don't know why. It makes sense that there would be, but there's not. These are definitely used bunker silos. See, this is the thing I was talking about. Hard to get rid of those. Definitely check these out. They're in silos, real easy to find. They're just silage bunker silos, but brand new for you guys. Oh, and lights. All right, making our way into mod updates for all platforms. First one is Neuffener Valley version 1201. They've adjusted the terrain on the roadsides. The splines have been straightened so the cars don't fly, and the decorations have been improved. They do say that a new save game is not required. However, changes to the terrain are only visible with a new save game. And we got a big update to the Claas Lexion 600-700 series from 2012 to 2020 from Sid Modding version 1001. So the Claas Lexion 760 and 770 got the correct value of tank capacity from 11,000 up to 12,000. They fixed a problem with the tracks, so the back of the harvester was higher. Brakes have been improved, fixed the door getting dirty, fixed the problem with the discharge pipe between the worker, fixed the ladder unfolding, added new details in the cabin, added side lights at the mirrors, added correct chopper animations for the Lexion 700 series, added a new type of GPS and a business sticker on the door, added camera monitor picture changes with different actions, texture fixes, added a new option to the shop. Now you can choose ladder, static, and folding. The pipe spreading angle has been changed to 90 degrees. Previously it was 110 degrees. Now it is correct. They've also improved the tank deployment time and added 3 new versions of the harvester. So we have the 600 from 2017, the 700 from 2015, and a 700 from 2017. And here they are. Here is the 600 series from 2017, which has been added. You're going to find basically the identical setups for customization options here as you did with the previous 600 models. And if we jump over to the 700s, you know, we got the 700 from 2015 now, and the 700 from 2017 now. These have all got some pretty incredible customization options, so be ready for all that. And the pipe, yeah, there's a foldable version down here as well on the big version. I actually don't know if we have the big folding version on the rest. No, it doesn't look like it. So, big folding version only on those. There is one other thing in my original showcase I showed. So, I showed the standard and the blue glass, but because it's a black option, I didn't see the third option right here. So you've got that. As we mentioned, we also have different ladder setups as well. Of course, we can throw the Europe style in here if you want to, but as you saw earlier in the video, if you want an American version, well, we got it now, baby. Let's go. Next update for all platforms is the New Holland T7 Tier 4A version 1.1. Visual bugs have been fixed, new animations have been added, configuration prices have been re-edited, black rim color has been added. Oh yeah, and the rim color is optional in all configurations now. And here you guys can see that as well. So if we go from the configurations, we got blue power, feed agri, black, and back to standard again, and all of them have wheel options, at least for colors. So no matter what we choose, no matter what we do through there, they all have black wheels. Next up, another great update, the John Deere 6030 series version number 2. The 4-cylinder version's been added and some details have been added. So now whenever you guys go into the game, you're gonna see 2 versions of the 6030 now, and we got that 4-cylinder version. Now, as far as customization, it looks like everything's kind of identical. It just looks like it's ran into a wall a little bit too hard. So we got 85 horsepower on here, manual plus power shift transmission, 185 liters of fuel, 24 miles an hour, baby. And it's going to have different engines from 85 horsepower to 95, 105, and 120. We also have a chip-tuned 135 horsepower engine in case you want to be a speedy boy. Wheel options include Trelleborg, Michelin, Midas, Nokian, Continental, Vredestein, and back end again. Some of those were a little out of order, but that's all right. And we've even got duals on there, so you guys can really live out those chunky boy fantasies. Oh, there you go. I'm not going to say that out loud again. Moving on to signs, we got left beacon, right beacon, both beacon, no beacon. Extra lighting. It's going to drop some on the front there. Attachments, we have a 60 kilogram front weight, which is really just a open hitch with a weight holder. We also have 360, 560, 760, 1010, and a front hydraulic. So we do have front 3-point on there. That makes it easy. We've a Starfire 6000, yes and no. We even have front loader for quickie. We also have it with the a guard on the front. I don't even know what that's called, but it's there. So you've got small front loaders as well. Front fenders, you can take those on and off. And a license plate. Man, oh man, this thing's got everything. The Heavy Meadow rollers got updated version 1101. Added new colors and adjusted the shop prices. EY Modding's adjustable drawbar update version 1.1. Clean log file and fix the collision issue. This mod right here is a big help. So if you guys are having some, well, you guys can see right here with them jumping up and down, it may help with that. And your very last update for all platforms is a great one as well. The Crop Inputs Co-op. This is the first mod to be released from BC Bueller Farms that is going to be working perfectly with the Edgewater map. So get this now. This is version 1001. Fix the fertilizer and herbicide pallets spawning with multiple decals, and fix the refill pallet message appearing when using speed boxes. And your only other mod today, a new one for PC and Mac players. This is the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. It is, well, there's no way around it. This is a drone and farming simulator. So one of the things is, at least that I found, is when it gets up to speed, it shows you there on the right-hand side. However, I have WASD turned off on my keyboard because I use a mouse. So I can turn and I can go like forward a little bit, kinda, but really only however it wants to go. I'm not quite sure what the direction buttons are for controller. I'll have to put those in. Nonetheless, this is still pretty darn cool. I'm very excited to see a drone and farming simulator. Why not, right? Let's go for it. If you guys are on PC, real easy to find. Just go into your mods, go to DJI Mavic 2, and here it is. Well, it says it's got 30 horsepower, 300 kilowatt hour battery, 43 mile per hour max speed, and it costs $2,500. Oof, that's expensive. Another kind of neat thing is you can get out of it. Oh no. I got it stuck underground. Cool. Well, guys, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like, get subscribed if you're new, join the DjGoHam fam. Double check those notifications as well. That way, you never miss daily farming simulator videos here on the channel. Let me know, what was your favorite mod that released today? Do you like the Claas? Do you like the John Deere? Do you like something else? Let me know. Also, heads up, generally mods do not release on the weekend, so do not expect any more mods until Monday. But that being said, I hope you have a great day and a great weekend. We'll see you guys later. Peace.